Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just introduce him a tiny little bit too early because we came back to the 24-hour race. When I look here on the screen, and you can see it in the background also, in-car gaming and in-car entertainment, I just said it to Serkan. In-car entertainment is used for me, so it's okay for me, but I'm really looking forward what he's telling us about the in-car gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, from Volkswagen, Serkan Yücebas.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm Serkan, founder and entrepreneur of the business unit Serious Games. But this business unit does not existing now, but it will be, I hope. I am an entrepreneurship baby. So the entrepreneurship program is an initiative from Volkswagen to create a startup, yeah, for example, to expand Volkswagen's existing service portfolio and, of course, to find new business areas. And I pitched there 4 times. And the first idea was to build up a business unit for developing learning games. That is the reason why we call Serious Games. And in this whole process, I got budget and I recruited talents, and I was so surprised that all the talents also working at Volkswagen, software developer and developing games. So I had a team with 8 guys, and we developed Pizza Blast, our learning game, our serious game. And we can look now on the agenda. I will don't want to talk so much about Pizza Blast and about the games what we also bring in the IDs currently. I want to start with the gaming universe and why we must not neglect the topic of in-car gaming and in-car entertainment under any circumstances. Yes, the gaming universe. I believe that in-car gaming is the next challenge of the automotive industry. But before I start, I want to take you to a little journey. That's my little son. He likes sports, singing, and of course gaming. And that's our new car, the ID3. That's our week. My son is playing tennis and he's also singing, and I have to bring him in a week to his tennis lesson and then also to his singing lesson. And I have to wait in the car for 1 hour. And I pick him always up from the school, and then I have to wait, of course, in front of the school, sometimes 5 or 10 minutes. And the in-car total waiting time per week is 2 hours and 50 minutes. Unbelievable, but it is right. What do you think I do during this time in the vehicle? Of course, I use my phone. I check my working mails, I read newspapers, I love VfL Wolfsburg, I check the goals from VfL Wolfsburg, but of course I also consume a Hollywood blockbuster. And I like tennis, of course I can see a match from Nadal against Djokovic. And what I like the most is gaming, especially racing games. And when I'm sitting in the vehicle, having my iPhone or Android phone in my hand, I took it in the one hand, on the right hand, and then on the left hand. And after 10 minutes, my arm hurts. But I find a solution. Is this a smart solution? Definitely not. You can see that the customer took the Amazon Fire tablet for kids on a Target and stream videos and play games. And I say how nice it would be if my car were my second living room where I could do everything I know from my home entertainment system. But before we talk about in-car gaming, what is a game? That's a quote from Jane McGonigal. Games are unnecessary obstacles we volunteer to tackle. And another quote is, we have playing games since humanity had civilization. So it is really so deep-seated. Gaming is fun. Gaming, some intercultural or cognitive development took place through play. But how do we imagine the target group of gamers? are they really looking like this? Unemployed people, fat, sitting there, and no, the target group of gamers is definitely different. And here on this picture, you can see on the bottom, on the x-axis, the markets, the countries, and you can see clearly that the bracket of 21 to 50 age is more than the bracket 10 to 20 years old. So definitely, gaming is not only something for kids, and yeah. We have more than 3 billion gamers, and the gaming market is bigger than Hollywood and the music industry combined. It is unbelievable. And when you look to the percentage, how many players are in the Asia Pacific area, 55% are in Asia Pacific. So also this region where all the automotive manufacturers want to sell their vehicles. Gaming has finally arrived in the middle of society. I have a tiny quiz for you. You know, of course, all Djokovic. What do you think, how many dollars he won for the championship last year for Wimbledon? Just one amount, 2.3 million US dollar. And you know Johan Sundstein, perhaps? He's 20 years old. He's a Danish esports man. And he won also the championship in Dota 2. What do you think, how many million euro he earns for only one championship? Just guess for yourself. It was 6.97 million US dollar. And Mr. Djokovic would be on place 18, yeah, with his prize money. You know Kyle Giersdorf from the United States? This guy is 16 years old and won with 16 years 3 million US dollar with Fortnite. So all these prize money are existing, and the sponsors will pay for it, yeah. And let's come how car brands are, that's interesting for us, or for me, are present in the world of gaming. Since 2000, more and more brands enter in the world of gaming and the esports. And since 2017, Audi was, Sebastian, hello, Audi was the first brand jumping in this area, followed from Porsche in 2019. And as you can see here, you have also premium brands like Gucci, Hublot, and of course Mercedes, BMW, Kia, Omega, etc. So there is something interesting, I think, yeah, when so many cool brands are entering in the world of gaming. Here, just one case. Hello to Pia Schörner. They are doing a really nice job. They implemented vehicles in different games. Especially here in Rocket League, they are developing a gaming chair. They are selling from Fanatec sim racing, steering wheels, etc. Also the activities from Mercedes with the ESL, and they are also partner of the global League of Legends events worldwide. And here's some example also from Hyundai. They are going to Roblox. Ford is also implementing a car in Rocket League. And Louis Vuitton in Animal Crossing, Nike, Fortnite, in Fortnite, Montclair, KFC, gaming, etc. You see, oh, that was in German. But let's come why in-car gaming? On the bottom you can see on which devices you can play games. Mobile, on the console, like an Xbox and PlayStation, or on your PC. But why in-car gaming? Because we have in our vehicles something, a treasure, yeah? It is the immersive effect. We can use the pedals, we can use the Tiptronic, we can use the steering wheel, we can use the air vents, we can use the sound, the leather, everything. And when the autonomous driving will come, it will come, definitely, we have more time in the vehicle to spend our time. And of course, that could be entertainment gaming. And we are screening really all, or I am screening all competitors, and BYD, Han, Lynk & Co., Tesla, NIO, Geely, etc. And every car has currently big entertainment packages. You can play games, you can sing karaoke, you can play Need for Speed, also in the Xiaopeng, in the Lynk & Co. In the vehicle. Of course, also in Polestar and Tesla. By the way, Tesla, they have a power of PlayStation 5 in the Tesla model. And here you can see the Xiaopeng P7. You can play their Asphalt 9. You can steer your vehicle with the steering wheel, with the controller, or per touch on the display. And of course, that's only a racing game, but you can also look YouTube, Twitch, everything. So really entertainment. And that's looking like this. But I will skip it again. And also in the Tesla, they have lots of games in the Tesla. And of course, you can also look YouTube, Twitch, and Co. And you can play the games with the steering wheel, with the controller and touch. There are games like Mario Kart. And when we look to the over-the-air updates from Tesla since 2020, they delivered 115 options. And the gaming was an essential part of its portfolio. So gaming has a lever, and the customer recognize it more than other updates. And here a quote from the Chief Design Officer Gordon Wagner in 2019. He said, "Screens are the new horsepower." And here I can show you. I will show you all the competitors, the display sizes. There are really no design studies. These vehicles are really driving in China and come now to Europe, like NIO, Marvel R, Hi-Fi, Xiaopeng P7, Geely, Way, Arcfox, and yeah, from A-pillar to A-pillar screens. And some European brands have also recognized this trend. That's Mercedes-Benz with the MBUX Hyperscreen. And of course, Porsche, they are bringing also a display on the right side and have a cooperation with Sync. And but there are also some more trends like gaming, the second living room. In the Xiaopeng, you have the in-car cinema mode. You can buy a 4K beamer and have a Leinwand, a screen, yeah. And you can buy an accessory, these sleeping mats, yeah. And another trend, yeah, here you can see the beamer and the refrigerator there. You can really sleep in the vehicle. And I have another trend, in-car karaoke, a big trend in China. Tesla launched, I think it was last year, the Tesla mics in the after sales. It costs, I think, $188, and it was really sold out. Sold out within 5 hours, I don't know. So they are selling microphones, and they are working also on a Tesla controller, so you can play games with a special Tesla controller. The fact is, in-car entertainment and in-car experiences will be the next challenge of the automotive industry, and the pressure regarding gaming and social media will increase strongly. And gaming will also change the art, how brands interact with the customer forever. As I mentioned, in-car gaming is the next challenge of the automotive industry, or in-car entertainment. What we, in the beginning, I said that we developed a learning game. And the learning game was a game for internal employees, yeah, a learning game. And we won with this learning game the e-learning award in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. And I want to bring you now the learning content, which we developed, as I mentioned, for the internal people. But developing this game like a startup, we said, cool, why the Volkswagen customers, they could also play the game, because it's a nice serious game. And in this game, you see on the left side the three cars, the ID3, the ID4, and the e-bike cargo. And on the right side, there's the learning content like how many charging types you have, engine power, model variation, charging time in winter, charging time in summer, what is the difference between AC and DC, etc. And this is learning content. It's really boring content, and we talked to us and said how we can teach these important but rather boring learning content, and how we can overcome reservations about e-mobility. And that's why we developed Pizza Blast. And that's the icons. It is not launched in the app on Android store. It will be launched perhaps end of the year. Manage your pizza service. You have to deliver pizza. We put a nice story inside. We have to deliver pizza with our vehicles. And you can unlock and upgrade your vehicles. And this is a screenshot from the game. You can see on the bottom the orders. Someone is ordering pizza salami, and you have to look from which pizza store you can deliver the pizza. And then you have here the learning content behind. When you're collecting money, you can invest in the charging infrastructure, etc. And yeah, I have a game trailer for you. I hope this will run smooth. When you want to see the game, you can visit us on the Gamescom. We will have a tiny booth there in the indie area. And after 13 years, Volkswagen is back on the Gamescom stage. And you can visit us there in Hall 10. And then we can talk about Pizza Blast, and you can play the game Pizza Blast on site. And my last point is in-car gaming ID models. As I mentioned, we developed in 6 months Pizza Blast and also worked on an in-car gaming approach. And I'm very proud that my team, especially Andre Breitenfeld, did it. With the next over-the-air update 3.0, Thomas, you said you have an ID. You can update your software, and then you have the games inside. And this is baby steps. The first games we have inside is Memory, Volkswagen Go. That's the game what we designed. Word Search, Chess, and Solitaire. And in the game VW Go, you can use the steering wheel, the loud and louder button, and you can play also while touching the screen. And yes. If you have questions, you can check my LinkedIn account, or you can write me an email at serkanjukebas@volkswagen.de. And I hope I can see you all at the Gamescom, end of August. Thank you very much.
Serkan Yücebas, not Yücebas, as I said before.
Yücebas is the right one, but I say it's easier Yücebas. But then the right one is pronounced was Yücebas, right?
Yücebas, yeah. I also know my second name is Kumaro, and I hate it when someone is saying Kumarov to me.
Yeah.
I hate it. It is quite interesting because for a very traditional company like Volkswagen is, I mean, Volkswagen invented the car to the world in every kind of feeling. It is quite unusual to have this traditional company founding entrepreneurship for your job and inventing these games. How does that came together? Did they have very young people at the top of the company, or did they notice, well, there's something going round which we have to pick up?
Yeah, that's what Sebastian in his keynote said. We have to rethink our business model and design new things in new areas where we can touch the customer, and that's the reason why we have to go different ways. And sometimes I talk with guys and they say, "Oh, I don't know why in-car game and in-car entertainment. I need the vehicle only to driving from A to B, not more." Perhaps in Germany, but not in Asia Pacific. Yeah, and I asked for myself, as I mentioned in my presentation, why I cannot look Wolfsburg against Bayern Munich when I'm sitting in the first or second row. Why not? Okay, I can check my phone, yes, but as you saw, also on the last year on the IAA in Munich, the screen sizes, they are really big from A pillar to A pillar. And then, of course, when you have such big size of screens, you have also a clear UX strategy. Yeah? I mean, on the screens, you have to bring something in the screens. It could be entertainment, gaming, etc.
What comes in my mind is the fact that in the moment, it is officially not allowed. Of course, for a driver,
Yeah.
or sometimes also for co-drivers, due to the fact that the driver could be, that happens. Are you working together with the officials?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
The TÜV and all these kind.
Yeah. Also there, Mercedes-Benz, for example, for the hyperscreen, they have a camera here, an eye tracking camera. When the driver is looking with his, what's the English word for pupille?
Pupil. No, not pupil. The eye.
The eye. Not only looking like this with his eye, the screen is get off, yeah, and you have solutions for it if you want in-car entertainment, and I believe in that, and also when you are charging, while you are charging, when you're waiting 10, 15, 20 minutes for charging, why not consume a Hollywood blockbuster, yeah, and the level 4 will come definitely, and if the autonomous driving is there, I have more time in the vehicle, and I can check my mails, work, make a Teams call with the camera, and consume Amazon, Netflix, and co. Why not?
Do you think the market outside of Europe, which is a very close country, is bigger? For example, in China, in Japan, everywhere else, but not in Europe? Or is Europe also a quite strong market for that?
It's classical. We have more gamers in Asia Pacific. The gaming community is growing since Corona, is growing also in Europe. So, as I mentioned, gaming is nothing only for nerds anymore. Gaming is arrived in the middle of society. So, in Europe, it took some years more.
Yeah. Serkan, I think I will order a pizza. I'm sure about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a very interesting...
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, how do you see the general problem in Germany with the digitalization and the probably embarrassing digital structure regarding internet, fiber connection, and so on? Because that's the major factor of this, right?
Yes, exactly. And not to understand the business models behind. Yeah, I mean, that's the key problem. Not on the infrastructure, 5G, etc., and also the business model behind. Yeah, I think in the last years, after ordering a vehicle, Volkswagen earned, or other car manufacturers earned money after ordering. But times changes. Yeah, you can earn money later on with different. As Sebastian said, software as a service. I can book perhaps. Porsche made it also to horsepower on demand. Yeah, I pay 2 euros, and then I have horsepower, the full horsepower. I don't know. You have to rethink also your business model. I mean, why not? I pay for Amazon Prime, I pay for Twitch, I pay for YouTube, or I don't know. And of course, you can invest also in the target of the vehicle, and you can spend money there. Why not?
So VW invented the Beetle, so probably that's a new Beetle for VW. we will see it in the future.
Yeah.
Serkan, thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Serkan Yücebas from VW. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.